having problems with phrasing a line, doing a simple gesture and like spinning your finger or your hands.
Doing this or like doing this or like stretching.
Sometimes you don't really know exactly what to do and you get kind of frustrated with it.
I feel like I like to move with the music if I'm engaged with it, but moving itself doesn't engage me with the music. And trying to force movement like this, everyone needs to move their own way and stuff like that, I did not feel anything.
Slight bodily movements and time with the music not only help keep the singers engaged in what they're singing, but also helps to maintain audience interest.
I discovered how important moving is for me in singing. Like, I knew I moved a lot when I sang, but I didn't really realize how important it was for me to feel the music until you made us not move while we were listening to it. It was almost like an itch, and I was like, I have to. I can't. This is horrible. I can't not move.
Thank you.
like our hips and our head and neck to kind of move around and allowed ourselves to really kind of move in a way that was comfortable for us.
I haven't really thought about doing movement with music really, and it kind of gave me a sense of to move with the music, I guess, and kind of relate the two and connect the two more than usual.
I think that music and movement go hand in hand. Are languages. You have music, which is a language of its own, and you have body language, and when you put the two together you get this kind of indescribable method of expression that gives everyone just this kind of deep feeling of peace and unity. And when we sing, we're all one, we are all united, and we're all speaking the same language, and it brings us more together as choir.
When the whole choir is just moving together, I feel like we really have a connection with each other, and we can really time all of our singing a lot better.
I thought it was interesting. I just thought it was different because it was just something I'd never seen before really done with choir music, and it was just a bit surprising, I guess.
I actually really like the exercise just because in concerts anyways, I always just end up moving like this, so it's like kind of cool to just like find out there's like other ways to move, and obviously like I can't like do this in concert or anything like that, but I can find like little ways to think about that, and like maybe I'll take a step in and pretend my arms are moving like when I have like a big note to sing, or like just like a crescendo or anything like that.
I realized how awkward I am, like how rigid my natural movements are, but I was loosening up towards the end.
I definitely gained some body awareness when working with Nia. It was kind of freeing in a way because you're just like moving yourself and you're not really worrying about those around you.
At first it was a little bit weird just trying to get used to it, trying to get used to moving to the music, but after a little while it was like I had a connection to the music that I didn't have before.
I kind of felt like I was connecting to the music in some ways. Adding the movement with the beats and everything kind of helped ground it.
Very comfortable?
Like dance, yeah.
Good.
Just like a dance class. It was enjoyable because it wasn't like intense dance or anything. It was just like relaxing.
Yes, I did gain some body awareness. It's really nice seeing how your body moves through the expression of music. Music is such a, it's passion boiled down to itself. It's really nice seeing how the phrases can move through your body, even through such movements as just stepping to your 12 o'clock or your 6 o'clock. I really like the experience with the Nia.
I would say I felt really free and open to do about anything that was appropriate in that setting, but it was just real neat to just move around and have fun with it.
I've done like dance classes, I've like done Zumba and stuff, but like I think it was a different way of like thinking about it, because she was like, isolate this body part, isolate that body part. Isolation was something where I gained awareness of how to do it correctly.
I felt like, I guess my arms are kind of like an extension of my core, because most of the movement I do is with my core.
Yeah, I felt more like in tune to my breath, and I felt a lot more free and open and comfortable.
Could you apply this type of movement to any part of your choral rehearsal or performance?
Well, yeah, definitely, because I'm going to be a choir teacher, so usually with my conducting it's very like contained, so being able to move freely and show movement and stuff within my conducting would be useful.
Definitely, I think it could help me to relax more during a choral practice or performance, either one.
I was very skeptical about it, but then once we started and like our hips were loosening up and we were spinning around and just like letting go, it made me relax and just like enjoy the music. So I think that it would definitely be like a concept that would help in like a practice.
Being forced to think of like what movements to do made us really think about the music a lot more, and it made us all be more musical. And it like, if we're like, oh well, this is a peak in the music or whatever, this is the high part, then we all would think, oh, I guess I'll move there. And it kind of just made us all be on the same page and not forget the musicality of the music.
For me, when I sing, like obviously I talk with my hands, I'm very like animated and stuff. I'm a very bouncy singer, and like that's something that I've always been like told not to do when I sing. So like this kind of shows me how to do it less bouncy and more like fluid, rather than like being like popping around all the time, but like just kind of moving different body parts to make it help you sing rather than be distracting.
During the exercise, I gained a little bit of body awareness. It's kind of funny how you don't really notice. When I sing, I actually move a lot, and I don't know if it's out of nervousness or if it's just like how I'm used to moving around, but with this, different movements kind of have different effects on things. So usually I'm like swaying side to side, but in this, doing more fluid movements and more concentrating on your body language, it tends to make you more aware of your strengths and your weaknesses.
In the past, I've had directors tell me I'm not allowed to move. Like, I thought that was just a rule of choir. And it always kind of hurt my feelings, because moving around I felt like was kind of an expression of how I was experiencing my music. And I even had a director like stand me up on a rickety chair and told me if I moved, he'd like knock me down off of it. So this evening, I thought it was really nice to be able to move around and be myself and maybe get to know some of the people around me a little bit better. So I'd say it was pretty good.
When we let go of our bodies and let the music take over, I think, well, I realized, and hopefully everyone else realized, that we're just part of something greater than ourselves.
Like it was fun. It was fun. I like
Great.
I would definitely recommend it to anybody who hasn't had an opportunity to move while you sing. There's no reason to be rigid anymore, and that we have an opportunity to play with the music and become more visual to the audience.
Nia is a really good way to express the music in different ways. So just like we use different hand signs, Nia is a better way of expressing, because you can use your whole body and just do whatever you want to. I felt like I was a lot more physically aware of what I was doing and breathing and things like that, which can all be really helpful for singing.
That it's not just important to move; it's important to move with purpose and with the knowledge kind of behind it to help the movement help your singing and the choir as a whole.